There is an unwritten social agreement, almost a cultural mandate, that claims all beliefs deserve respect, especially if they are ancient, part of a tradition, or have become part of someone's identity. This is a mistake. Beliefs do not deserve any kind of respect. Ideas must be questioned and discussed. What deserves consideration is the evidence that supports a belief. If the foundation is solid, the belief is valuable. If not, it is harmful. The challenge of reason is not new. Psychologist and linguist Steven Pinker recounts that a young academic once asked him a question he considers fundamental. Why do I have to be rational? His answer was masterful. The question is self-refuting. For the question to make sense, she was already asking for a reason, a logical argument. If Pinker had replied with dogma, emotion, or a threat, she would have rejected it. By asking for a justification, she implicitly acknowledged that reason is the only acceptable tool. Reason is not negotiable. Believing without evidence is harmful in many ways and can lead you to accept things that are not true. The Victorian mathematician William Kingdon Clifford, whose view is more relevant today than ever, went further and proposed a moral obligation. It is wrong always, everywhere, and for anyone, to believe anything upon insufficient evidence. This is not just about being right or wrong, it is also an ethical issue. Why is it ethical? Because our beliefs influence our actions, and our actions affect others. If you believe it's raining outside, you take an umbrella. If you believe in the law of attraction, instead of working on a financial plan, you sit and wait for the universe to conspire in your favor. False beliefs lead us to poor habits of action. In the digital age, every belief can be shared instantly with a global audience, and that spread can lead to disastrous acts or decisions for society as a whole. Clifford warned us, a belief without proper grounding prepares you to accept more of the same, weakening critical thinking. This is the gateway to charlatans, pseudotherapists, and conspiracy theorists. Epistemic vigilance is now an essential virtue. Finally, we have a moral responsibility not to contaminate the well of collective knowledge. In Clifford's time, it was the common stock of ideas. Today, it is big data. When we introduce false beliefs, we feed systems that return distorted decisions. If critical thinking was ever an imperative, it is now. Living with evidence as your compass offers very concrete advantages. Number 1. Greater mental clarity. Evidence acts as a filter that separates facts from desires and allows us to see the world as it is. Number 2. Better decisions. It reduces costly errors in health, finances, and other areas, steering us away from miracle solutions. Number 3. An antidote to manipulation. Demanding proof protects your intellectual and economic autonomy. And number 4. Practical psychological well-being. By stopping the attribution of your life to invisible forces, fate, energies, you regain room to act. Less diffuse guilt, more concrete responsibility. Let's be direct about what we want to avoid. Unsupported beliefs are harmful. This includes everything from pseudotherapies to the law of attraction or esotericism. And yes, this includes religions. It is often said that they contain something good, such as love of one's neighbor or charity. False. Those values were not created by any religion. They come from concepts that already existed. What is specific to religions is harmful. Submission to a supposed absolute power, fear of eternal punishment, the suppression of reasoning to sustain a collective delusion, the tolerance of injustice today in exchange for divine justice tomorrow, and many other harms. It is true that we cannot know everything, but not knowing something is not a license to invent an explanation. We simply say, we don't know yet. We do not fill the gap with magic. A good way to deal with uncertainty is the rule of proportionality. The more extraordinary a claim, the stronger the evidence must be. If someone says they have a headache, we believe them. If they say they saw a ghost who cured it with their mind, we need extraordinary evidence, videos, witnesses, studies. Think of Occam's razor. Before accepting a complex conclusion, ask yourself, could there be a simpler and more probable explanation? Stop living with a broken compass that points north only where you want it to. Evidence allows you to correct course without clinging to labels. Changing your mind in light of new data is not weakness, it is progress. We must approach the big questions with method, hypothesis, testing, correction. Improving your life is in your hands, but you need proper orientation. Trust the compass that works.